Hello, YouTube. This is Queen Violet 8, where it's good to be queen, coming at you with a strategy guide video. Yes, I have far too many, and I collect even more. I think I just bought one a few days ago. I need to stop. But I'm going to get through this list. I love strategy guides because sometimes that's the only way you can play a game. Back in my day, the oldie days before the internet, you had to have a strategy guide if you were playing RPG. You'd get lost and you just throw your controller and not play it again because you wouldn't know where to go. And trust me when I say your parents were not going to let you spend their hard-earned money calling Nintendo and Sega to figure out where to go and how to get thus and so forth. But a strategy guide was considered a great treasure. It had incredible artwork and it helped you get through that game. And I'm going to get through mine. I'm going to start with this one. This is one of the early guides that I got. And this is the Pokemon Trainer Survival Guide. This was for the Game Boy game. Everybody was hyped about it back in the day. This is for red and blue, which I do have red. And the funny thing about this is, let me show you. I still have the receipt. Does anyone remember when GameStop used to be called Babbage's? And this was back in 99 when I got this. I got this February 15th, 1999. Ain't that something? But yeah, I kept that receipt in there. Let's get on with the guides. Final Fantasy 12. This is a very, very big guide. I was lucky to find it. Wonderful work. I mean, you get so much stuff in here. Really. I gotta make room to put all these over here. Now this right here, Pokemon X and Y. I always make sure to get a guide when there's a new Pokemon game. They have not made one since Sword and Shield, and I think they've probably stopped by now. Now these are all my double jumps, or some of the smaller ones. Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. I tell you, this guide, woo, if I hadn't had this, I would have never played that game. That Matador fight is brutal. Disgaea 2, I really like that game. I just bought it for the PSP because I was trying to download it to the Vita, and you can no longer download anything from your PS3 to your Vita. So the only way you're going to be able to play this game is if you've got a PSP. I wish I paid attention. If I'd have known early, I would have already had it downloaded, but I just went ahead and bought it. Phantom Brave. I used to get a lot of these things at a online store called Game Cave. Or it may have been Game Express. I usually buy the guide and the game, and it'd be like 40 bucks because the guides for double jumps were like $20, 15 some. Now this is funny. This is Persona 4, and I'm gonna let you in on something. Some of these guides cost more than the game does. And I believe last time I saw this, I think this was like almost $30, $40. I paid $20 for it when it first hit. Persona 3. Like that soundtrack. Disgaea 3, Absence of Justice. I really like that game. Vic Miata did a wonderful job. Now we're getting into the really tall stack. Resident Evil 5. I just got this a few days ago. White Knight Chronicles 2. I'm waiting on the game. This is a collector's edition guide. I think this came with a special edition. This is Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithlessness. It's a hardcover. Really, really like that. Final Fantasy V. The official Nintendo guides are wonderful to have if you can find them at a pretty decent price. Tales of Legendia. I've been meaning to play that game. A lot of people talk about it. I think Eric Langdon and somebody else talk about it a lot. I have it. I just haven't played it. The backlog. Tales of Symphonia. You know we're getting a re-release for the Switch. Will I buy it? Maybe. When I heard that this was coming back out, I had to pick up the guide, and that is Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. It's on the Switch now, which I think it was really nice. When are we going to get Wind Waker? Devil May Cry 4. Pardon me, glare. That's my fan. Shining Force Neo. Let me see. There we go. Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter. I think I showed this the last time. Suikoden Tactics. Or Suikoden. However you pronounce it. Now, I made sure to grab this one. Final Fantasy Tactics. The War of the Lions. I hope they'll bring that to the Switch. Looking forward to this. Got mine pre-ordered for December. And that is Final Fantasy Crisis Core. This was really great because you don't see a lot of guides now that still have their posters in them, which I think is really nice. I'm trying to get through this, I promise. I'm going to try not to be an hour. Chrono Cross. I paid more for this than I did the game. I paid $40 for this, and it took forever to get to me. But it was worth having. You can recruit every character. It has everything on it. The original Disgaea, Hour of Darkness. Looking forward to the new one coming out. Arc the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits. Atelier Iris 2, The Azoth of Destiny. I'm all about my fighting game, so you know I have all these guides just for the artwork alone. Capcom vs. SNK, Millennium Fight 2000. This was another hard to find one. Eternal Sonata. Beautiful game, by the way. And I think it was Chopard that's sick, and he's pretty much dreamt up this world, and that's where your adventure takes place. Final Fantasy 1 and 2, Dawn of Souls. Final Fantasy 3. Final Fantasy Tactics A2, Grimoire of the Rift. Final Fantasy 4. Advanced. Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 8. Disgaea 4, A Promise Unforgotten. Oh my goodness, this one's heavy. Dragon Quest 9, Sentinels of the Starry Sky. I don't play that game anymore. It's just, without it being online, it's kind of tedious and a drag to play it without, people with you. This is Dragon Quest 4, Chapters of the Chosen. Now, this is where they changed. This was how it used to be. It was Dragon Warrior. This is Dragon Warrior 7. Really hard to find game. Guide. So glad I got it. I also got the game. I think somebody sold it to me for $35 on eBay for the 3DS. Those are about the only two ways you can play it. Either that or you get the original for the PS1. Dot Hack Infection. I played the mess out of that game. I absolutely adored it. It looked like you were at a computer screen. I hope that Bandai Namco will go ahead and re-release that into a collection. I'd love to have it. Dragon Quest 8, Journey of the Cursed King. Oh, I love this game so much. I remember I saw it at a video store, and before they went out of business, I did purchase it. But I really liked the characters, and Akira Toriyama's artwork was incredible. That's the reason I picked it up. I saw the screenshots. I think it was in PlayStation Magazine. I was like, yeah, I'm going to play that. Now, this is a guide I was surprised when I saw it, and this is Jet Grind Radio. I'm certain people forgot about Cybrex, but they did do guides back in the day, and this did come with a poster, which I have somewhere, or I may have taken it out and put it back. Yeah, I put it back in the book. But yeah, really great guide. It helps you unlock all the characters. Kingdom Hearts 2. The original Kingdom Hearts. Really happy to have this one. I absolutely love the beginning song. Simple and plain. Made sure to grab this when I was playing this on the Dreamcast, and that is Grandia 2. Love that. That jump scare tripped me out. I remember I was playing in October because I think like Halloween was right around the corner. La Pucelle Tactics. Now, this is a very old and early book. Killer Instinct. Yeah, I did play it in the arcade. I mean, there used to be people clamoring to play that game in the arcades. That's the original. Then, of course, you had to have the second one. Killer Instinct 2. Now, I picked this up. I plan on getting an Xbox 360. I haven't got one yet. Lost Odyssey. The person was nice enough on eBay to sell me the game and the guide. This right here was my first Pokemon game, and that is Pokemon Emerald. I remember I had to order this from Walmart, and it took forever to get to me. It's really old. Some of the pages are coming out, but I'm happy I have it. Pokemon Sword and Shield. This was the last one we got. Usually Nintendo would put these out. I don't know why they didn't do it for Arceus. And that we really didn't need it for Pearl. I mean, because I already had like Pokemon Platinum, which you'll see in a minute. Now, this was funny. I was listening to Jade Animations about this game. And this is Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Omnia. And she talked about this game that nobody ever plays. And so I got one of those, what are they, 200 something in one DS games. And this was on there. Cute game, by the way. Pokemon Omega Ruby and Sapphire. These are some thick books, but this is the one that blew my mind. Look at this. Look, that's just the spine. Look at that. That is a old school phone book. This is Pokemon Platinum, which is what we should have got instead of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I don't know why they didn't do that, which would have been much, much better. And of course, I had picked this up, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, not knowing that Platinum was coming out. Pokemon Black and White. Now, this game I played, I rented it at a video store, movie gallery, and this is Radiata Stories. And yes, I do own that game. I promise that PlayStation 2 video is coming. I promise it is. Couldn't pass this up. Rogue Galaxy. Level 5 does wonderful work. This was also produced by Double Jump Books. I'm certain I showed you these already. I'm going to try to get through them. World of Final Fantasy. I got to get that game. I keep forgetting about it. Samurai Legend Musashi. I just like the artwork for that cel-shaded look. Dissidia Final Fantasy. Oh, these are going to slide off. I can already tell it. Devil May Cry 3. I purchased this. Somebody had the guide and the game for like 20 bucks. Now, this is also a hardback copy. And this is Tales of Xillia 2. Wonderful artwork. Beautiful stuff. I've got to play that. I haven't done it yet. Phantasy Star Universe. I also have the game Phantasy Star Universe, Ambitions of the Illuminati or something like that. That one costs more than the original Phantasy Star Universe. Oh, I hope that doesn't slide off. Final Fantasy 9. I still gotta buy this game. Shining Force EXA. I don't know why they won't bring these games to the Switch. It'd be nice if they did. Just put all of them on one cartridge. Now this one, I grabbed this one. I managed to procure the game from GameStop. And this is Devil Summoner, Raiho Kusunoha versus the Soulless Army. I think they may be bringing that later on. I don't know. It'd be nice to get both games in one cart. Folklore. Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy Dirge of Cerberus. Excuse me. Love my boy Vince. He's one of my favorites. Another thick one. Star Ocean The Last Hope International. Now, this is my very first strategy guide. And you can tell I've got tape all on the sides. I've had this thing forever. And this is Street Fighter 2 Turbo. And I bought this because my dad bought me the Sega Genesis version. And I got a lot of my things from my father. And he gave me the money to buy this. And this ain't going nowhere. It came with a poster. It was a Vega. I can't find it. But he's like standing in front of a giant fence. But yeah, this is one of my oldest strategy guides. Shadow Hearts New Covenant. I got this with the game before they started getting all crazy. Now this one right here, I meant to go back and get the game, and this is Suikoden 2. I'm glad they're going to bring this out again because I plan on playing it. Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. This also came with a soundtrack, which I really like. I think it's called Snowland. It's going to take me forever to put these back in my bookcase and in my chest. Valkyrie Profile. Great guide. Really, really happy. You can find all the endings and everything in this book. Nobody talks about this one, but I bought the game and it's never been opened. This is Valkyrie Profile, Covenant of the Plume. This is a DS game, but I went ahead and grabbed the guide. Valkyrie Profile 2, Silmeria. I have not played it yet, but I will one day if time allows. Another early strategy guide. And this is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Now, I'm waiting on this to come to the Switch. They should go ahead and bring this out. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.